The 2026 World Cup was billed as this massive, history-making celebration of soccer, stretching across North America with 48 teams. But for the Iranian national team, it has turned into an absolute logistical nightmare. Last night, deep in the tunnels of Lumen Field in Seattle, Iran's captain, Mehdi Tarami, reached his breaking point. Standing in front of live cameras after a grueling match, he said something that no sports governing body ever wants to hear on the record from a star player in the middle of a tournament. He flat out called the whole situation a World Cup disaster, pointing to a massive breakdown in basic support and broken promises that left his team operating at a severe disadvantage. To really understand why Taremi was so frustrated, you have to look at what just happened on the field. Iran had just battled Egypt to a tense 1-1 draw. They desperately needed a win to guarantee a spot in the knockout rounds. Instead, Egypt scored first, and while Iran managed to tie it up thanks to Ramin Rezian, who actually won player of the match, the night was full of heartbreak. Taremi himself had a rough game. He missed an early penalty kick and later watched what looked like a last-second, game-winning goal get wiped out by the VAR over the tiniest offside call. Because of that draw, Egypt made history by advancing, while Iran is stuck playing the waiting game, hoping the math works out so they can sneak through as a third-place team. But the drama on the pitch is only half the story. The real issue is the impossible travel situation Iran has been dealing with behind the scenes. Because of the ongoing political tensions between Iran, the United States, and Israel, the Iranian squad wasn't allowed to stay at their original training base in Tucson, Arizona. Instead, they were forced to set up camp in Tijuana, Mexico. That meant every single time they played a game in the U.S., the entire team had to cross an international border right before kickoff, play a massive World Cup match, and then immediately cross back into Mexico. No other team in the tournament had to deal with customs and border patrol just to go to work. Taremi made it clear he loves the people of Tijuana, but from a purely athletic standpoint, it is completely unfair to ask elite athletes to skip their post-game recovery to sit in border traffic. And the disadvantages didn't stop there. Because of incredibly strict visa issues, 11 senior staff members were completely blocked from entering the country. We aren't just talking about executives. Iran was missing their kit managers, video analysts, sports scientists, and Iranian journalists. They were essentially flying blind without the basic support infrastructure that every other modern soccer team relies on to recover and prepare. Taremi was furious, noting that FIFA President Gianni Infantino actually came into their locker room after the first game and promised to fix these exact issues. But the group stage is now over, and absolutely nothing changed. Taremi bluntly asked reporters how they are supposed to compete or even recover for the next round when they literally don't have their logistics team on the ground to help them. Interestingly, Iran's head coach, Amir Galanoui, backed up his captain but pointed the finger more at the U.S. government's strict visa rules rather than FIFA, saying Infantino actually tried his best. Even with all this boiling frustration, Taremi showed a lot of class by taking personal responsibility for missing his penalty kick. He emphasized that the team was giving everything they had for the people back home, trying to send a message of peace, even though they felt like they weren't getting any fairness in return. Now, as they wait to see if they advance, the whole situation raises a huge red flag. It forces everyone to ask if FIFA and the host nations really dropped the ball, and whether this massive, three-country tournament model is actually fair to all the teams involved.